Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Quotes 3. This quote is actually by Mark Twain, and let's cover it. If you don't read the newspaper, you are uninformed. If you do read the newspaper, you are misinformed. This quote was also recently used by the actor Denzel Washington in response to fake news. Several months ago, this was kind of a big news story. Actually, when it was on the news, I thought Denzel Washington, it was his quote and his original quote. It's only until I did some research on it that I found out that actually Denzel Washington must have repeated Mark Twain's quote. So, and the news was almost reporting it like it was Denzel Washington's quote. Even though Denzel Washington, he might have actually said news rather than just newspaper. I'm not really sure about that. But it's the same one. It's the same exact quote, basically. So, actually, I was quite impressed that Denzel Washington said it. It's almost a little disappointing to find out that he didn't say it. But on the other hand, I like Mark Twain. And Mark Twain has a number of really good quotes that he said in his life. And it shows really kind of how awake he was in his time. You know, Mark Twain, this was well over 100 years ago with Mark Twain. So let's cover this a little bit more to make sure it's clear for the students. Uninformed means that you haven't received information. You didn't get it. So that's why with the quote, if you don't read the newspaper, you are uninformed. You're not informing yourself. You're not getting the information. To be honest, a lot of people are very busy with their daily lives. They have a lot of things going on. Sometimes they don't really keep up on the news that's out there in society, either domestically or internationally. Misinformed is different, though. Misinformed, if somebody is misinformed, they have been given incorrect information. Now, sometimes you could be misinformed by a mistake. You know, somebody just accidentally gave you the wrong information. Maybe they thought you were giving the right information. But in this case, in the quote, the intention is that they are kind of doing it on purpose. That's why it's in response to fake news. All right, again, what do we mean by fake news? Nowadays, this is a big term. To be honest, probably President Trump is the one that helped to push this into becoming more famous. Not that I don't think he created it. It was around before that. A lot of people talked about fake news, but he's the one that kind of brought it mainstream so that everybody is knowing about it. So what do we say by fake news? We mean it's false news or information that has purposely been reported as real, like it's real, or to deceive, to trick, or to lie to people, or mislead people to make people, think something that's not true. So we know, in recent times, not just, some people just think some stuff on the internet might be fake news, even though there's quite a bit of truth on the internet too. When we're talking about fake news here, we're talking about a lot of the news organizations that have been famous for many, many years. And we're discovering that some of the stories that they're reporting, maybe they are purposely reporting incorrect information. So that is the sense that we mean by fake news here. Maybe they have agenda, maybe they're not allowed to report certain things. I don't know. But either way, it's fake news. So again, let's just repeat the quote quickly. If you don't read the newspaper or if you don't pay attention to the news, you are uninformed. If you do read the newspaper, you are misinformed. Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Bye-bye.